Good morning. I trust you have had a great Thanksgiving and perhaps you're still on vacation, so I hope that continues to go well. I'm just dropping another video here, sitting in my car, sipping some coffee. Already had my donuts, but I wanted to share another memory with you. Been racking my brain here just briefly, quickly this morning what memory I should share. So I have got one for you. It's kind of a funny one. Kind of a bad one, but a funny one. But before I do, I just wanted to quickly share with you where we are at in our sprinkle campaign. We are now at we're almost to our halfway mark, and I'm so excited to share with you that when I record this video, haven't checked my mail yet. Today hasn't come yet, but we are over halfway to our goal of $35,000. So we have raised $23,000. I can't remember the exact extra beyond that, and I don't want to say it wrong here, but at least $23,000. I'm super excited. I'm super encouraged so far to see what the Lord has brought in. So we are still praying to reach our full goal of $35,000. That's a lot of money, folks. I was going through my donor database. I have some letters that I'm going to be sending out to them to just continue to see if the Lord would use them to contribute toward this campaign as well. But I also wanted to just share with you, our ministry is a nonprofit ministry, and as the music industry as a whole shifts very much away from sales, because there's so much free online music, and we're happy to do that, and I'm thrilled to hear that so many people continue to listen to our music, but it's essentially free online. So we look to the Lord at the end of the year for him to just continue to confirm to us that he's in it. He's going to provide for us, which he has certainly done. But we still need your help. God works through means. And so here I am again, prayerfully, we're prayerfully looking to the Lord to bring in the remaining amount. So I think we have about $11,000-ish to still raise. And so that's still a lot of money. And if you could contribute in any way, we would love it if you could partner with our ministry. Okay, that aside, the memory that came to me was, and I was trying to think of what year it was, and I'm pretty sure it was 2013. We had been traveling really about one tour per year at that point. It would be a ladies quartet tour. This might have actually been a ladies quintet tour, because I'm pretty sure we had a oboe player with us on this tour, and the reason I know that is because she's part of this memory. I live in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, the frozen tundra here in Wisconsin. We've had amazing fall right now. It's beautiful weather out. I mean, it's kind of cloudy today, but just as far as like the temperature, it's been great. But I'm pretty sure this particular tour back in 2013 was in March, if I remember. And for some reason, there was a terrible snowstorm the night that I had to go pick up our oboist. She actually went to my church. She traveled with us at that time. She was, I think, a couple years out of high school or something like that. She was in college here in town. So I had to drive to her apartment in town and then drive to the Twin Cities to pick up another gal. I think it was my sister-in-law Hannah from the MSP airport. And then we had to make the trek, I think it was another 3.5 hours down to my parents' house in Ankeny, Iowa, when they lived there. And so that was my plan that evening. And I mean, at that point in my life, I'm not sure how amazing I was about keeping track of the weather. I keep track of it a lot now because I walk and I need to know how I'm supposed to dress. And when I travel, I need to know what kind of clothes to bring and all that. But regardless, it was a really, really bad snowstorm. And I just remember my mother-in-law was at my house because she was going to help watch our little kids at the time. And she was not wrong. I know she was concerned about me leaving. And I'm sure my husband was also concerned about me leaving. But he just, I don't know. He just knows that I'm a Buchne at my core, and our motto, our family motto is, where there's a will, there's a way. No snow's going to stop me from going on tour. And I just remember our car had been parked outside, or our rental car or whatever. Yeah, it was a rental car. It was parked outside. And it was one of those snowstorms that was so bad that as you're wiping the snow off of your front windshield so that you can at least, leave and see a little bit, the snow kept falling and kept covering the windshield. It It was bad. Big flakes of snow. Bad, bad, bad. And so I'm like, well, here we go. Like, I have to leave now because I have to get to my parents' house because we have, I don't know if we had a concert on that Saturday night. I think this might have been a Friday night. And so I had to leave. And I don't know. There was no question in my mind. We're doing this thing. And I wasn't fighting anybody about that. Like, my husband freely let me go. Probably prayed a lot. So anyway, all I remember is I finally slipped and slided to this gal's house or apartment or whatever in town, picked her up. She was probably having the same questions I was, like, why are we doing this? But we got on the freeway, and I remember thinking, like, guys, I've lived in the Midwest most of my adult life. Well, all of my adult life. We lived in Arizona for 6 years, 90 to 96, but then we moved back when I was going into 9th grade. So all of my life, 9th grade on, I've lived in the Midwest and even beyond, when I was a child too. And so I don't ever remember driving through snow like this. We were on the freeway, and I just remember it was one of those things where it was snowing so hard that you had to go a certain speed to like continue to move. Otherwise you would literally get stuck in the snow on the freeway. And I just remember going up a hill and be like, dude, I have to go this pace, but this is probably a dangerous pace, but I have to keep going. I just remember those thoughts going through my mind. So finally we get to the Twin Cities, the airport, MSP. It's about an hour and 45 minutes. At that night, it was probably like 2.5 hours. Who knows? But I remember getting to that area where the airport was, and I remember, like, okay, the snow had kind of tapered off, but it was ridiculously slippery, like sheer ice on this one side road getting to the airport. And I just remember, like, this is crazy. Well, we got past that. I got my sister-in-law from the airport, and then we had a 3.5 hour drive getting out of the cities down to Ankeny, Iowa. And again, remember, I had a rental car, and from my house to my parents' house was like exactly 5 hours, approximately 5 hours. Okay, guys, on a full tank of gas, no problem. So we leave the Twin Cities and we start heading down, and like we finally get out of the cities, and like everything starts to let up. Like the snow let up, the roads were clear, and it was like, we should be home free, right? And we knew we were going to get in late because I think Hannah's flight came in late. So we already knew it was going to be late night. We were going to get in late. We already resigned to that. And remember, this is 2013. This is 2013, and I don't remember the year I got a cell phone. But I promise you I did not have a smartphone. And I just remember we were on the freeway, and all of a sudden, like, we're chatting it up, guys. When we first get together on these tours, we're just chatting and having a good old time. And all of a sudden, I'm on cruise control or whatever, or maybe I wasn't on cruise control because I remember my foot was on the gas or whatever. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm pressing the gas pedal and literally nothing's happening. I have never run out of gas before, people. Until that night at like 1:30 or 2 a.m. in the morning. Now, it wasn't a snowstorm, but it was still in the winter and pitch black. And oh wow, yeah, I've never run out of gas before. I'm not one of those people that like can't possibly go, past a quarter tank. I totally get down to E and be like, we're good. But the rental car place must have given me a car that did not have a full tank of gas, which that has happened to me one other time. Lesson learned, So I totally missed the indicator that I was running low on gas. So here we are on the freeway. Don't have a smartphone. I don't know, just three of us ladies. Anyway, long story short, my sister-in-law, I think at that time I think somebody in their church had given them a smartphone. So she was the one who was the most techie of our group. And so she, I don't know, Googled something and found a station or AAA or something like that. And we had somebody finally come out, fill up our car with, a gallon of gas to get us to the next gas station. And truly the Lord provided all of that for us. But wow, that was my 2 a.m. run out of gas in the middle of the freeway in the middle of the winter, right before tour story. Yeah, those are some fun memories. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of those memories. I feel like I'm like skimming the top of the memory, pool for this particular sprinkle campaign memory lane. So you're hearing all the worst, the best and the worst. Okay, so that this is not routine for us, but you learn things, right? You learn things. The story I'll probably share later. I learned another something about when you rent a car, what to look for, because I'm not a car mechanic in any sense of the word. Yeah, so that's just another way the Lord provided for our team. A fun, funny, terrifying memory that the Lord got us through. And I just remember I think we got to Ankeny, boy, I want to say like around 5 a.m. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculously early, and we did have a chance to sleep in that day, and I remember having a great tour. But that was just a good kickoff for that particular tour. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you're able to join in with our sprinkle campaign, we are looking to the Lord. I'm looking to Him and asking Him to bring in more donations, to have a greater pool of participation. So if you've been blessed by our music and have been listening to our music for a long amount of time and love it, and it's part of your repertoire, your life repertoire, would you consider helping us and helping with the sustaining of our ministry? I know it helps our ministry, it helps me, it helps our family, and we're just thankful for those who participate in what God is doing through Forever Be Sure. All right. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thanksgiving holiday. Take care.